is going on, everybody? Welcome back to JellyGoonTv. Welcome back to all my beautiful viewers and subscribers. Of course, welcome back to the gorgeous JellyGoon squad. Today we have another video, but before we get to that, I want to say please do support the Discord and the social medias down below. Go to Instagram. The handle is JellyGoonTv, of course, on every social media. Today we have a very special video. We're going to see how Moscow evolved through the ages. Moscow been through a lot of things. I mean, war, everything, like people worrying during the Second World War where the Germans were about to take over Moscow. They came far, but the winter, thank God, stopped them. So we're going to react to how Russia is transforming in Moscow, dispatch, or something like that. Now, let's see how Moscow is transforming into what we see now. Let's go.
These days, Moscow feels like a city that's found its groove.
Okay, what is he doing
loaded
again?
with new energy.
Ooh, we got some skaters over here. Oh,
Seems
got
to
some
be
culture.
a non-stop celebration
Nice.
of its culture, history,
Moscow is
and
amazing, man.
traditions.
Wow.
While Russia's capital has always been a place of power and importance,
Ballet in the middle of the street, then you know you're in Russia. Ooh, look at that. That's the Yachties,
until recently,
right?
wasn't
No,
that
it's not.
nice a
It's
place
just
to
Russia.
live.
Nice. I like that, man.
With too many drab buildings, tacky shops, and uninspiring public spaces.
That's Moscow? What?
Not so anymore. Moscow turned 871 years old this year.
You are old,
and
mother
at this
deep.
extravagant street party,
Is
we
that a
found
grandma
lots
laying
of
there?
people
Oh, shit.
thrilled with what their capital has become.
Okay, okay.
Each year it's better because a lot of new streets,
Nice, man.
new parks.
Let me just, so there's been a lot of development in Moscow, as you see from the picture before. There was a lot of narrow streets. It almost looked like India, but Moscow right now is a modern city. Welcome to the modern world, of course. And they did it. Like, they built Moscow into this international trading thing where people, they could go study and everything like that. I think there's a lot of people who study in Russia, not because of the corona right now, but yeah, Moscow is a beautiful city, and it really got evolved. If that's the pictures from back then, that is crazy, man. Let's go.
It's Moscow.
Plus, they got a lot of concerts, I guess, and a lot of events.
Очень красивый стал город. Ну, раньше он, конечно, не такой был, но сейчас просто прелесть.
Delightful.
Prelest.
So she comes from the era. That's
Moscow
right.
has to rate as one of the
Chris
most
Brown.
ambitious urban transformation projects ever attempted anywhere. But behind the new building facades and rebuilt roads and new amenities, there's also a shrewd political calculation about maintaining support for President Vladimir Putin.
This is like, I'm sorry if this is
After
like
all,
political thing,
Muscovites
yeah.
have been known
Anyway,
to take to the streets when living standards drop. That happened most recently 6 years ago. Putin's administration has learned it's important to keep people in the capital happy.
Спасибо.
And Moscow's silver-haired mayor, Sergei
that's the
Sobyanin,
mayor.
Putin's former chief of staff, is getting much of the credit for doing that,
Really?
at least from Kremlin-controlled state TV.
oh wow.
It recently aired an hour-long tribute documentary listing among Sobyanin's accomplishments a program called Maya
Nice.
Ulitsa, or My Street.
I mean, it's good that they do something with
Just
these
3
cities
years,
because they got history,
300
they're
Moscow
beautiful.
streets were narrowed and the sidewalks widened.
Wow.
Отремонтировано и отмыто более
Amazing,
12
Russia.
тысяч
Good
фасадов.
job.
12,000 buildings received facelifts.
Good job.
Москва без запутанной сетки.
Thousands of kilometers of ugly overhead wires were buried under those crisp, clean new sidewalks that are also punctuated with
Really?
more
So they
than
buried them?
500,000
What?
new
I
street
didn't know that. I
lamps.
thought they. Okay, never mind.
The joke here is that dug-up sidewalks have become so ubiquitous, the sidewalk paving stone, or plitka, is the new symbol of Moscow.
Oh, nice.
Есть город, и город, и девелоперы, и архитекторы.
The city has become a showcase for
It's really
urban
amazing. It's
renewal,
beautiful.
and young architects from across Russia are coming to learn what might work for their communities.
Yeah. That's good, man.
And to get tips from top international architects, including Canadian Michael Geller.
If there were Canadians watching this presentation, they would be very surprised
Why?
because they do not appreciate that you have so many beautiful, lively streets,
Geller has flown in
Russia
from
is a beautiful
Vancouver.
country and
One day
home,
you
man.
will
That's
all
just...
come to Vancouver.
At the invitation
I think
of
Russia
the
is much
Strelka Design
misunderstood.
Institute, its consultants
That's
have
right.
led many of the new projects. Geller is sharing how Vancouver has improved
Vancouver?
by
Look like a
creating
ghetto.
density and quality
I'm kidding.
public spaces.
I'm kidding.
But after 7 visits to Moscow, he seems to be taking as many ideas back home with him as he's giving.
Each time I come here, I go back to Vancouver and say, you know, there's lessons we could learn from Moscow.
True.
And one of them would be what?
To pedestrianize our downtown. We talk about pedestrians being important, but the
They are
quality of our
important.
sidewalks is
Denmark,
as
they're
good as
important
this.
too. That's like
We
a
don't
whole
have
main thing.
streets like this.
A decade ago, Moscow had just one pedestrian street.
Wow.
Now there are a dozen.
Wow, good job, Moscow. Good
This
job,
is a
Russia.
downtown area called
Beautiful.
Kuznetsky Most. Street cafes are everywhere. Push scooters and electric ones have replaced vehicles.
I want one of those,
And when you
just
do
saying.
need a car, Geller says ride sharing is ubiquitous.
Nice.
I use Uber to get around. If anybody in the BC government is watching this, Chris, please encourage them to bring in Uber.
Uber is not
The
allowed
cost
in
of
Russia.
this transformation is unlike anything ever attempted in any city in Europe or North America. $3 billion
okay,
US
you just
to be
felt like
spent by
driving over there,
2020
I guess.
just on Moscow.
Ooh,
To put
okay.
that in perspective, that's a third of Russia's entire municipal budget directed at the capital. Only in a country where power is so centralized in the Kremlin could that ever happen.
Now they could give
Those
some money out
costs
to the
don't
small
include
cities.
This centerpiece, Zaryadre Park,
wow.
an oasis of nature and culture. It's just a stone's throw from Red Square,
Wow.
and at $250 million, it's likely the
Amazing.
most
I wanna see
expensive
this.
park built anywhere.
You can't purely celebrate places like this without trying to probe into the politics and the economics of how they work.
British anthropologist Michael
Yes, you
Morosky
can.
has
You
spent
can definitely
a year
do that.
studying
It's
why
easy to do.
Vladimir Putin's regime has invested so heavily to transform Russia's capital.
With this single gesture of Putin's, the golden land next to the Kremlin was given back to the city and its inhabitants. So it's this extremely kind of grandiose gesture of gifting which ties the park inherently to politics.
The park's defining
Yeah, nobody cares about
architectural
politics,
feature
brother.
is a platform that sticks out halfway into the Moscow River, offering spectacular views of the city's famous landmarks.
But we
In a
got Putin.
surreal scene when it opened last year, Putin took what seemed like a victory lap as the band struck up the theme from the last Austin Powers movie, The International Man of Mystery. It's hard to know what the Kremlin was getting at with that, but many here now refer to this place as Putin's paradise.
Putin got swag though. You gotta admit that, man. He got swag. Like I'm not kidding. He got swag.
Here that you know, you have received this park, you ought to be grateful.
Authoritarian
support him,
regimes
but
have
he got
long
swag,
used beautifying
100%.
cities as a way to glorify leaders. Still, what's happening in Moscow begs the question, can such improvements in urban freedom encourage greater political freedoms as well?
It's much too early to say whether Zaryadye and Maya Ulica creates a kind of democracy and freedom through architecture. The only things we have to go in so far is that people take many more selfies than they used to in this part of Moscow and on the Garden Ring, and that people voted for Putin in much larger numbers than they did previously.
Moscow's renaissance is impressive.
Because he
In
changed.
other
He
ways,
changed the cities. That's the
superficial.
point you gotta do
Daily
when you win
commutes on
voters.
clogged
That's
roads
all you gotta do.
are still punishing.
Look, it's easy.
But Muscovites seem more than prepared to accept the deal Putin has offered them.
Mm.
A better, more beautiful city in exchange for letting him run Russia his way.
Of course.
Chris Brown, CBC News.
That's beautiful, by the
Moscow.
way. Beautiful, beautiful firework. Amazing video, man. I just want to say Putin, of course, does it because he wants the Russian country to strive. He wants to have business opportunity. He wants to have trade opportunities. When people, they see Russia, they see it as a superpower instead of, you know, a discrimination to the world where people are hungering and people have no money and everything like that. That's what you need as a political leader. You need your city to be up top, like your biggest city, like your hometown, your headquarters need to be the most advanced, the most prettiest, the most beautiful, and that's why he do it. Of course, there's a political meaning behind everything, but it does not change that it changed a lot of things for people, the way that they do jobs, everything like that. Capitalism does give jobs. It's also very a cutthroat business. It don't give a damn if you are down under or whatever you are. It just strives. But of course, Putin has a political agenda with this. Of course, everybody has. America has, Denmark has, everybody has when they do these things, because it's so easy to buy people on the street. It's so easy. You just have to do some things and look like you are moving forward the goal, and people, they jump in with both legs. They don't question anything you do. They just believe in your politics. That's the brainwashing and sheeps of people. That's just how it is, man. Give me a little change and I'll make sure that you go all the way. So yeah, anyway, it's a very beautiful video, and it's very amazing to see the transformation from Moscow then to now. It's very beautiful to see, and that people, they, you know, got better conditions, living conditions, everything like that. I think the apartments is still a little bit sus, you know what I mean? But Russia is a beautiful country, and I think Russia is very much misunderstood, like the brother who doesn't fit in, you know what I mean? And Russia is trying to change into the modern cities that we see in the West, because we had a jump in the start and we had a lot of resources and everything like that, and a lot of friends we could build much more faster. But Russia has been through a lot of things, been on the defensive end, you know, war with America, you know, spies, everything like that. And I think Russia is very misunderstood. So we gotta open up for these guys and just let them know, listen, don't be so mean. Don't be so angry. We're here for you. The West is not a threat, because right now they think we're a threat. So yeah. Anyway, guys and girls, if you like this video, please hit the like button down below. Please do subscribe. Hit the notification button if you really want to support. We're trying to get to 20,000 subscribers. We're at 15,000 right now, and it's just amazing to see that you guys are really, you know, supporting the channel and everything. Also, please do comment down below what you think about this video. What is your experience about Moscow? What is your experience about, you know, the Russian cities? Is there enough resources that get put into the cities? You know, what about the outer cities? Please do comment down below with the small cities outside of, you know, Moscow and St. Petersburg. So yeah. Anyway, guys and girls, I'm gonna see you into the next one. Peace.